What locals don't tell you about living in Italy, everyone wants to show you those stunning sunsets, eat plates of pasta, and take you to those fabulous piazzas. But no one talks about the cold showers, the shouting matches at the Questura, and those quirky Italian laws, and the 3 forms of identification and possibly your blood type that you'll need just to renew your residency permit. So today, I'm gonna show you what it's really like to live and to come here in Italy and stay for, oh geez, I guess it's been 20 years that I've been here. And I'll break down later in the video how to master banking in Italy. You'll thank Marco. Let's start with the laundry. You want to dry your clothes. Great. Now you're in a committed relationship with your weather app. Because in Italy, although they're slowly starting to appear, clothes dryers don't really exist. A rainy day on Tuesday, well, expect to have damp socks on Wednesday. I once was out on a date enjoying a spritz and I saw dark clouds appearing overhead. I left that day early and said goodbye to my friend because I had to get home because I left clothes out on the line. On the flip side of that coin, if you forget your clothes out on the line on a sunny day like today, we'll expect to have sun-baked, crunchy underwear. But you're saving energy, and honestly, your clothes afterwards smell like Tuscan air. It's mostly beautiful. You can be for sure on a winter's day, if the sun's out after several days of damp, drizzly, cloudy skies, all your neighbors are going to have their sheets and their clothes out drying on the line. Now the best part of Italy, the bureaucracy. Permits, visas, residency papers. But don't show up empty-handed. You'll need a copy. Not just 1 copy of those papers, 3. And you'll need a fiscal code and your great aunt's birth certificate. But you think you're done, you think you have it all sorted, and then they tell you, we'll need you to come back next Tuesday. Okay, next Tuesday of the following month, maybe. So my recommendation, when you go to any of these city places or the Questura to get any of your paperwork done, take every bit of paperwork you have from your house. Birth certificates, job applications, proof of citizenship from whatever country you're coming from, blood type, your college, university degree, and bring plenty of copies of it. Bring extra passport photos, bring everything you can. And when you're there, be friendly. Don't get frustrated, be friendly. Get the names of those city officials or the provincial officials at the Questura. Take note of it on your phone app, and next time, repeat their names. Get it into your system, because knowing those names, making a few friends, well, they can come back and save you when you need them the most. Once, I was getting some paperwork done, and they demanded a timbro, a stamp, on one of these documents I had from the United States. I had no idea on how to get it. And you know me, I'm not the type of person who would take a socket from my wrench set, dip it into some ink, put it on the paper, and write some official looking American state official's name on it and pass it to them just to save months of shipping back and forth to the United States of a document and UPS fees, right? The noise. Right now we're in a quiet place, but just below my house they're jackhammering and tearing up the sidewalk for God knows what reason. And frankly, if your walls aren't vibrating at 8 a.m. in the morning from your neighbor's illegal bathroom renovation, are you in Italy? But don't worry, they'll yell at each other from across the hallway there instead of texting one another. Welcome to Italy. So when my neighbor, the owner of the apartment next door, is in the hallway of the condo building having a conversation with some of the other neighbors, yelling in her loud, hoarse voice, sometimes I just lose my cool and storm out there and tell her, "Silenzio!" Italians love to socialize, even in the most unfit places and the most inappropriate hours. Trash collection. You missed your daily 2-hour window to leave your trash out on the street, but no problem. You now know what it's like to live with your mistakes. And your mistakes, well, they smell like old pecorino cheese. Even the dumpsters on my street outside of my apartment building now require a key fob. You have to put that up there so they open up so you can get rid of your trash. Yeah, it's become bad because people either don't have the key fob, or they lost the key fob, or somehow they're not registered on the apartment they're living in to avoid taxes or something. So you see a lot of illegal trash dumping around. Even outside of my apartment, there's a pile of cardboard boxes and papers that's become the de facto recycling spot for those said items. The hours will break you, but you want to get something done on Monday. Forget about it. The place is closed due to some regional Saints Day that you never heard of. So be prepared for some shocks. Shops say they open at 7 a.m., but it's more like 7:30, maybe 8 a.m. Closed on Saturday afternoon or Sundays, or if it's cloudy, or if the owners just aren't feeling in the mood. Yeah, it's so bad. I've taken packages down to the local DHL point to ship some items. It's this bookshop drop spot for DHL packages. I look on Google Maps, I see the hours of the shop. It says it's open. It's a Tuesday afternoon. I mean, why wouldn't it be open on a Tuesday afternoon? Well, the reason is it's Italy. Yeah, I get down there after lugging my packages across town. I'm gonna have to return another day. Sorry, we're closed. You want to own a car? That's adorable. But buying in Italy is hard, and selling a car, harder. Taxes steep, fuel pricey, parking, well, that's a puzzle designed by Dante himself. So I used to own a Volkswagen Lupo, then a Volkswagen Golf, then a BMW Series 3 station wagon. I love that thing. Now nothing. Just a rusty old black Bianchi city bike that I'll probably gift to my Swedish friend Marcus. But I have peace of mind and stronger calves. So it's a win-win, especially compared to those car-heavy cultures in countries like the United States. Walking in Italian cities, you think you're going out for a peaceful stroll in the historic center in the shadows of those beautiful buildings, only to be nearly mowed over by a scooter buzzing by at light speed, a garbage truck, and an 85-year-old woman with her walker. So learn to walk like a local, fast, fearless, and one eye always on the Vespas. If you've ever walked any town in the mornings around 7 a.m., 6 a.m., you'll become familiar with these trucks with these tubes all wrapped around them. The Spurgi trucks. Yeah, I've had them visit my house a few different times at 6 a.m. in the morning with their tube running in and out, cleaning things you don't want to know about. Welcome to ancient European plumbing and odd odors. Flows that don't always flow the way you want them to flow. Comment down below. What's been your experience walking around Italy? Pleasurable or twisted ankles trying to navigate your way through narrow alleyways and on narrow sidewalks? Let me know down in the comments. Banking and payments. Do you remember I said we talk about online banking and how to master banking in Italy? You want to pay a simple bill online, but your bank requires 5 passwords, a code via SMS, and approval from some guy named Marco. Oh, and hey, did anyone tell you that just to have a personal bank in Italy and a bank card so you can withdraw cash from your bank account, it's around $10 a month. Don't believe me? Well, look up Deutsche Bank Italy. Fuck you, Deutsche Bank. So, be prepared to pay in cash like it's 1982. I'm somewhat joking, but Yeah, it's pretty difficult to bank in Italy, and there are a lot of constraints, so get ready. Church bells at odd hours, an espresso for €1 while you stare into the abyss of your soul and someone next to you chain smokes at the bar. Honestly, that's Italy. We're having a little bit of fun poking at Italy and revealing some truths and some of the old stereotypes. I love it. I love Italy. Amo Italia. Look, if you want to support everything I'm doing on this channel and become part of the community, well, I encourage you to become a YouTube channel member. You can do that by clicking below this video. There's a button down there. Or become a patron. Yes, I have a Patreon now. You get early bird viewing on my videos, plus a lot of other goodies and the good feeling of supporting me. Thank you. So yeah, living in Italy isn't easy. It's frustrating, noisy, and bureaucratic, but it's the most beautiful mess I've ever been a part of. Italy taught me to let go of the convenience, embrace patience, to slow down, and to laugh off the chaos, to eat well even when everything else isn't going right. And do you remember earlier when I spoke about my apartment? Well, if you're curious what it's like to live in Italy, if you're thinking about moving to Italy or just want to be inside a local's home, well, I want you to watch this home tour video next. It's got a heater from the Cold War era. It's got a tiny guest bathroom and 400-year-old stone walls. Oh, and that IKEA kitchen I bought way back in 2004 when I moved to Italy, I still have it. It's a workbench down in the shed. Check it out there next. Oh, did I mention the secret garden?